It's time for conversations. Who? What? How? Why?
Don't judge me until you know me. Don't underestimate me until you challenge me. And don't talk about me until you talk to me. Or better yet, mind your business and stop minding mine.
What will be today's conversation? Understanding viewpoints, educating, and stimulating discussions. It's time to connect to T-Horne, your host. It's time for conversations.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Conversations with yours truly, T-Horne Da Uncool. So, I'm excited because we have a special guest on today. But before I get into that, let me explain to y'all what I'm trying to do. So, as most of y'all know, I'm a native of Duval County, Florida, Jacksonville, the Bangum, as most people call it and everything. And my city gets a lot of negativity and a lot of hate to the point where we're known as the ghetto city in Florida, and I ain't really feeling that. You know what I mean? So what I decided to do, Conversations with T-Horne is a podcast where we talk about, issues in the world, try to spread positivity, impacts, negativity, and just talk about current events and things that's going on in a understanding, open-minded way. Another thing I'm trying to add to the podcast is highlighting people in the city that do positive things that may need promotion, and I want to put them out there so you guys can know who they are, you guys connect with them, and we can make more of a positive impact in this world. So this is my first, episode where I'm focusing on that and trying some things out. And with that being said, I have a special guest, DJ Angelo, on the show tonight. So DJ Angelo is going to be a very popular DJ in Jacksonville, Florida, when it comes to the dance hall, reggae, soca, R&B, hip hop community. I've been to a lot of events, and it got to a point where I was going to these events, and I was seeing this man all the time. So I'm like, you know what? He's doing some real good stuff. I want to have him on the podcast. So with that being said, I talked to him, we vibe, and I'm like, bro, I want to have you on the podcast. So we set it up, and he's agreed to be on here tonight. But you guys know I can't do these podcasts by myself. Ooh, excuse me. I had a little burp there. You guys know I can't do these podcasts by myself, because it wouldn't be a conversation if I did it by myself. So let me invite my favorite co-host, She Green, on the screen.
Hi.
Hey, Michelle, welcome back.
Thank you for having me back.
My most dependable co-host. It's not even dependable no more. It's T-Horne and She Green. And I'm going to tell you something funny. I was talking to the Angelo about your name earlier, and he was like, She Green. He thought I was saying you were green. And I was like...
I get that a lot, believe it or not. It's actually my middle name.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a nickname. It's actually my middle name.
Your name is She?
S-H-E-E.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just learned some new stuff too then. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I think I make fun of it. Now, God shows from to say she can be green sometimes. She ain't green towards me, but she may be green towards some people, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to reflect on the screen first to tell everybody, hey, tell everybody about you, you know what I'm saying, and what you got going on.
Well, I run a number of rooming houses in the Jacksonville area. I network with a number of nonprofit organizations to house ex-felons, the homeless, mental health clients, or just regular, everyday working people who need a second chance at housing. Some people can't put together 3 months rent, with deposit and all of that. So basically, I provide housing to anybody who needs it.
Okay, cool. And also, just so people know, we met because I was one of those unfortunate people way back in the day, and she didn't see my growth from that time and everything. We became very good friends, and now she's my most dependable co-host on Conversations with T-Horne Da Uncool. So, thank you for being on. But as you know, it's not about us tonight. It's about DJ Angelo. And also, a little thing too, I'm gonna add in. We're gonna talk a little bit about this little draft pick too. That is Travis Hunter. That's a big thing for the city. Since I did make that whole speech about positivity in the city and everything,
Right.
But let's get to the top of the hour. I want to introduce DJ Angelo. DJ Angelo, like I said, he's a very positive and impactful DJ in the city. He's done a lot of events. I met him from events Fridays at the Real Team, from Rum and Jerk to the What a Mess parties and everything. And it'd be a good time. And he bring the vibes and bring the fun to make it a better time. So if you could,
Definitely.
Angelo, come on the screen. Angelo, what's up, bro?
What's up, T-Horne?
I'm glad to have you on, bro. I've been waiting for this moment for a very, very, very long time. It was so funny. I knew it had to happen because me and my wife went out to Fridays at the Real Team, and Angelo shouted me out on the DJ booth. So, hey, we got my boy T-Horne Da Uncool. Check out his podcast. And then he turned to me and said, hey, T-Horne, whenever you're ready to do that podcast, I'm ready. I'm ready, bro. So I had
Okay. Okay.
So,
Right.
Angelo, I want to take some time to really highlight you and just let people know who you are. Everybody who watches this podcast, they can, get some information on you and stuff like that. As you see, we got some people already watching. Shout out to Fox. I see you, Fox, watching. Blessings to you too, bro. You know what I'm saying? So just so everybody knows, if you watch the podcast, when your comments come in, I can see them on the side. So we can answer all your questions. So if you're watching, try to get more people to watch, we can interact. But right now, let's focus on Angelo. So Angelo, I already know, man. Tell everybody about yourself, about what you do and stuff like that, and give them your introduction, man.
All right, well, thank you so much for having me, bro. I appreciate the opportunity, even though I had to get my team to put some jumper cables on me to do this podcast. It's like, one thing off the mic is, that's different. And then being on the camera is totally different.
Yeah.
So let's say, yeah, appreciate you. Thanks for having me, bro. First off, shout out to my team, Nate, DJ Nate, and the Roman Jerk family. DJ Stylish, most people know me in the city. He's also a local DJ on Power 1061 on the Crab Pot, and Super Soca and Fresh. And most importantly, my accountant, my manager, Miss Felicia, thank you so much, for supporting me, for believing in me, and shout out to my big bro who got me into DJing, Baba, and the musical family. So, I just want to say thank you to those people before we get started. But yeah,
That's what's up. So just a little precursor about how I got in contact with DJ Angelo. So a lot of people know who watch the podcast. I know I started my life out very, very deep in the church to the point where it was my so-called destiny to become a pastor of a church one day. So I didn't like the style of the church, so everybody know I dabbled in the Christian hip hop, and I was a Christian hip hop artist for a little bit, independent one and stuff like that. But as times went on, my mind became more open to different genres of music and stuff like that. And my wife actually got me going out to the reggae club. So the first I didn't mess with reggae too heavy. So I was like, it's cool, but it's not my type of music. So as my wife started getting me going, I'm going and going, liking the music more, loving the vibe more, loving the people in the community more. And I started looking at the DJs. My wife's saying these names of all these DJs. I'm like, I don't know who none of these people is. But for some reason, me and Angelo saw each other. And I guess I would see him, he would see me. I would see him, he would see me. We went to say to each other. And one day, Angelo said, hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? To dap me up. I was like, okay, cool. I guess because he had seen me at so many events. Then from that point, every event, we was dapping each other up. Like, hey, man, what's up? You know what I'm saying? To the point where it eventually started being, cool conversation. So like, I'm like, man, this nigga kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of cool. So, but that's the love that be in the communities. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the reggae, dancehall, island, Caribbean, stuff like that, I learned there's nothing but love and respect. And the way this man was showing respect, it made me want to know him, made me want to be his friend and get to know him, stuff like that. To the point now, when I go to the events, I come in the club, he shot me and my wife out from the DJ booth. So I T-Horne the Cassage, Lady Cassage in the building. It was a lot of love. So, we end up, getting cool and stuff like that. And now I want to make sure that he gets his roses and people know who he is. So with that being said, I got a couple questions for you, Angelo, so people know about you. And the first question is, how did you start and what made you decide to pursue a career as a DJ?
All right, so I grew up in a little small island in the Bahamas. Freeport, as most people know it, Grand Bahama. And I got a few family members who play musical instruments, and I started out playing as a drummer in my granddaddy church. So I've been like, I grew from not being able and fortunate to go to school and learn how to play music to becoming great at it, that some people who could have helped me get to the next level, seeing the talent in me, that they wanted to invest their time in me. So that helped me to grow on the island, you know, musically. So it was the same way I'm here DJing and everybody want my service. That's the same way it was back home in Freeport. Everybody wanted me to play the drums somewhere. Everybody wanted me, you know, to be a part of something. So, you know, I gotta say, you know, you going for the gift, you know, for the talent, because everybody be like, I know you spend a lot of time practicing, and the God honest truth, I got a drum set in my garage that I only play whenever I play it. And I mean, I do have a band here in Jacksonville. You know, when we do get together, we practice for a show. You know, of course, that's important.
What's the name of your band? Like, so people could know about your band and stuff too and everything.
So my band name is Island Powerhouse Band. We're a local band here in Jacksonville, Florida. I am the drummer and the MD, our lead singer, and our leaders are Gary Harris, which is our DJ Yankee Rankin. He's always in the street putting me on Friday nights at the Real Thing. And his wife, most people know her as Sister Lou. She's our lead singer. She's from the Virgin Island, and our band consists of a variety of different musicians from different islands, different countries. Our bass player, he used to back up our Marshall Montano and Trinidad. Sax player, he's currently on tour with our famous reggae artist Luciano, and as well as the keyboard player. You know, same way. You know, and of course myself and Sister Lou, and then I have my boy Jordan. You know, he's also a saxophone player. He lives here in Jacksonville locally. Jordan is from Orlando, but you know, and Philip, our guitar player from my. If you ask me, he's one of the best guitar players. I would say hands down. You put it before him, he could play it. He challenged himself. You know, he put himself to the task. But you know, we, a group, and my two engineers, John and Blaze. Blaze is also from the Bahamas. John is here from Jacksonville, Florida. They also the engineers for Special Formula Band, Reggie Danzel. So if anybody around here know or seen Special Formula Band, see the engineers, just know they like family to me. Also, Reggie, you know, he like a dad to me. You know, any type of insight, I guess, God up way of connecting people to each other. You know, because when that saying "your gift make room for you," people see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of what I do, like I went out like, hey, you know, I didn't know you were paying attention to me. You know, and then it's like, hey man, you're really good. Hey, can you call me? Hey, I want to use you. It's like that time is making room for itself. It's opening up doors like I was never expecting to be open. You know, so that's my band. You can find us on IG at Band Island Powerhouse Band on Instagram, and also on Facebook, Island Powerhouse Band. We are a local band, and we do accept bookings. And yeah, so you know, that's how my journey got started with music. Fast forward, I moved to Jacksonville when I was 20, and I've always had family here. So coming to Jacksonville was like you know, you just came even when I was on punishment. So yeah, so Jacksonville always been a home away from home for me. You know, when I finally decided, you know, I wanted to see life and see what's out there at the age of 20. So I decided I wanted to move. I came here, you know, and started a family of my own. You know, I have 2 kids, you know, and like for a minute, I was just gonna leave music alone. I don't want to be, you know, bothered. Like after I moved, I just was focusing on trying to be successful. And a lot of people from in the Bahamas, they were like, you made it, like why you not doing nothing? Why you sitting on your talent? Like you there, like we wish we was where you was at. It really like one night I was like, you know what? I remember nights dreaming of wishing I could get off the rock and actually do some of my talent outside of the Bahamas, because the Bahamas is a big place, but it's very small, and it is full of great talent, but the talent has no way of being exploited to the world, So, I was like, I gotta get active, I gotta do something. And my cousin, he loved being close to the culture. So it's not a whole lot of Bahamians around here, but they say that they stuff. But he started like mixing and mingling with the West Indian people, the Virgin Islands, the Jamaicans, and met this one particular, I call him a brother now, but I met this barber. He has a barbershop and he's also a DJ. And in 2012, I went to his shop to go get a haircut. And I walked in, and anyone know barber, you walk in the shop, music is always playing. Like, they knew if he's in there cutting you, music is playing. And this one day I decided it was a Friday. I was walking in the shop and I saw the computer open and the turntables, and I did something and the music stopped. And when the music stopped, he stopped cutting. Like he just stopped and he looked. And he was like, now you gotta play. I was like, I gotta play. I don't know nothing but no DJ or how to be no DJ. And he's like, yeah, you know the music, now you gotta play. And I was like, bro, 1,000 apologies, bro. I was just trying, like, I see it so often back home. I just wanted to do it. And he came and told me, he's like, okay, music, this is how you start the song, this is how you start the song, this is how you load the song on, this is how you load the song off. And the first time was like, okay, it's a lot, to become acclimated with. And then Friday, I would go there to get a haircut. I would go and mess with his computer. And he said to me, you keep coming in here messing with my computer, you can become a DJ. And it's so sad, so done. It became a hobby. So it went from not just Friday. I used to find myself after work every day going in the shop, like playing for hours at a time, like to the point where it was just myself and him, like he's getting ready to close. I'm like, bro, shut it off, let's go. And for so long, I just was like, I'm not ready. I used to go to parties and I used to see other DJs and, the magnitude of what it takes or what I would see other DJs do, I was like, I'll never be as good as them, but growing up home in Freeport is this one particular DJ that always stood out to me. Like his name is Tico T. I mean, in my eyes, T-Horne, like how you think I'm one of the greatest, he's who I get my inspiration from. And so before I even became a DJ, I recognized his talent because I was at a concert and he was better than the artist who was performing.
Oh.
Yeah. As a DJ.
That's serious.
Right.
So, he's done a lot, he's a brand ambassador for the Bahamas, especially Freeport. Wherever he go, he represent, Freeport. He's done a lot of big events. Like I think his most recent one was just the Love and Harmony cruise that they have, where they go on they go cruise and a lot of reggae artists be on the ship. So the Bahamas, they had a segment to get showcased and, be a part of the event. And he was a part of it. So, shout out to Tico T. He also inspires me a lot. Like people be like, where you get this energy from on the mic? And I listen to a lot of his recordings and, like I listen. That's how you become familiar. And then, I spend a lot of time like practicing, nobody in the room, and you would think like 200 people in this room with me because I'm in here like with the music, playing with the music on the mic, riding around in my truck, you know, just like constantly drilling myself. Like I want to be like this guy. I want to I want to take the party to the levels that he take it to. But through those years, you know, Baba, they, you know, a lot of people knew I knew how to DJ, but was never me, you know. So for a lot of years, I just played, and you know, if Baba did something, he always would call me, and then you know, was always the one down myself. Like, you know, I don't think like me. You can't be serious, not me. You know, like so in 2018, 2019, I got a call from Calvin. Shout out to Calvin and Caribbean Connect Us. Calvin and Judy, every year they do a all white with a splash of red. And they called me and was like, hey, you know, we want to hire you for our event. You know, we see what you do and we know what you can do. We want to put you, you know, we want to put you on our event. And so I was like, oh no, like no way. Me. And I'm like,
oh no.
Oh, you can't pass up an opportunity. That was your big shot.
Right.
you know, I was like, so I like got on the phone, I called Baba, and I was like, bro, like they just called me because they in the Virgin Island and he knows I'm really good. He's like, bro, you got this, dog. Don't worry about nothing, dog. You got this. And I was like, yeah. And so I was at his shop like every day practicing. I mean, like every day, day after day after day after day after day. And he's like, do it again. He's like, do it again and do it again. So like, man, I'm in the shop. He cutting here like the customers, the clients, they coming in. They thinking it's a party. You know, they don't know. They trying to get ready for the party. You know, and then day of the party came. Like, I'm nervous as I don't know what. You probably could have, put a light bulb on me, and the light bulb would have probably generated some light. Yeah, like I did end up doing the party. The party was a success. You know, a lot of the feedback was positive. You know, everybody's like, and you really good at what you do. You know, so for a lot of time, like it was at that point I knew, okay, maybe I really do know how to DJ. You know, maybe I'm the one overthinking it. Maybe it's not as difficult as I'm making it. Or in my head, I'm thinking like it's harder. But I still wasn't like ready and had that much confidence within myself. So, you know, I was like, you know, I'm not, you know, so I got an opportunity from Sister Lou. She used to be a big entertainer at Bob Marley in Universal Studio. And used to go there week after week after week after week after week. And through the pandemic, they, you know, things kind of got slow and then it kind of picked up. And she called me one day and she said, hey, you know, they're looking for a drummer. You need to call Paul. And so I called him, reached out to him. He's like, hey, you know, we need a drummer, you know, the pandemic, a lot of people move, you know, everybody like, you know, it's like scarce. So I was like, sure, you know, I'll take the opportunity. So I actually, like the first time I went and they played at Bob Marley, like playing the drums versus DJing, like 200 people could talk to me while I'm playing the drums and I will not make a mistake. It's like, that's first nature to me. It's like breathing.
Right. Time out, pause. All right, so let me say this, first and foremost. First of all, thanks. This is the least talking I had to do in any podcast ever. Because you're killing it, bro. This man, I had a list of questions. I had like 10 questions. He didn't answer like 8 of them already. And gave me a superhero origin story. I love this. I'm about to call you Super DJ Angelo now. I need to make you a superhero shirt, man. You're doing this is great. Like hearing your story is so inspiring. Not only is it inspiring, but it's helping me because I'm trying to do this podcast and so many other things right now. And it's like hearing what you've been through and how you built that is making me realize like I need to step my game up. You know what I'm saying? And stop doubting myself and build my confidence up, man. This is great. This is very inspirational.
It is.
But I gotta pause it because we gotta take a break, bro. Like I want to hear more of this story. I don't even think we'll make it to talking about Travis Hunter tonight.
Okay.
I want to hear more.
I love it.
I hear more of the DJ Angelo story. Like this is very, very entertaining. Like for real.
It's a real talk.
So let's do this. Let's take a little break right quick. Do the advertisement, and we're gonna stop. So you with Sister Lou, Bob Marley, 200 people can't make you stop messing up your drumming. That's the story. We stop it right there. We get back to the break. We continue on with that. I gotta hear the rest of this.
Yes.
Break.
Yes, we're gonna take a break. So let's take a little commercial break real quick, and we'll get back to it. All right. Conversation with T-Horne Da Uncool.
Yes, sir.
The following is a testimony from dfcmarket.com.
What is my name? My name is Michael Douglas Scott. I've had chronic pain for the past 15 years. As I age, I get more pains. I have degenerative arthritis. I have basically 14 different medications, and they range from sleep apnea, trazodone, to ibuprofen, to meloxicam, to gabapentin, these are pain medications, about 6 different pain medications, medications to go to sleep. And I learned about immune support through Ernest Warren. He's a real good friend of mine. Do something, and he wanted to know how it made me feel. But it made me feel like a young boy again, you know, and it caused me to be feeling full of life, full of energy. When I took the super immune support, I saw results the second day. Several friends who really wonder what the heck's gotten into me, because I'm jumping all over the place. I catch the bus and the train. I drive my van to the train station and use the stairs. And every chance, all day I'm jumping up and down and doing push-ups, not push off the walls, jumping jacks, just full of energy. I've lost 25 pounds since December the 5th. I want to tell the world. I'll stand on the mountaintop and tell the world how good this stuff is. It's on me. It takes care of me. My name is Michael D. Scott, and I take super immune support beta-glucan, and I think you should too.
Visit www.dfcmarket.com for more information. Living with anxiety and depression can feel like you're drowning. Come join a tribe that will help you press through parenthood and life. maternalmattersfavored.org, mmfavored.org. A conversation with Mama.
Many will come on this segment and they will come because they need to have a conversation with their mama.
Amen.
A Conversation with Mama is a series of episodes that discuss different topics that are important to you. Standing on God's Word and the Scripture as found in Proverbs 31:26. Now it's time for today's episode of A Conversation with Mama. Sundays at 3:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We can help you put the pieces together. Audiobooks, flyers, commercials, and more. NGB Productions on Facebook.
Yo, we are back, and I was not in place. Oh my God. We can't let that happen again. Okay, welcome back to Conversation with T-Horne Da Uncool, man. So, now that we back, let me tell y'all, I had a plan. The plan was to talk about DJ Angelo the first half, and then go into the conversation about Travis Hunter being drafted to the Jaguars, which is still a hot topic. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't understand. The first half, I just got the intro to the DJ Angelo story. Like, this is like a whole movie about how this man got started in his DJ career, and we are halfway through the process. So I gotta finish it out. I got to, because we stopped at the crucial point. We hit that to be continued mark, and now I need to watch part 2 and see what's going on. So y'all can sit here and watch it with me, okay? Okay? All right, let's get it going. I need She Green. I need Angelo back on the screen. We continue this story. No.
Yeah,
It's a good story.
it is.
This is wild, Angelo. I thought you were gonna say, yeah, man, you know, I like the DJ, I like the music, I went to school, I used turntables, and that was gonna be it. Man, I got a whole origin story. Like, this is interesting. You need to write a book about this.
Like, with all honesty, you know, as a DJ, I mean, anybody could teach you. They can show you. Really put in time, like with any instrument. Any musician is only as good as they allow themselves to be. So what you get, what you put in is what you're gonna get out. You know?
Yeah.
Like with DJing, I watch, I study, like I pay attention. Like, shout out to my boy Nate. Like, when I met Nate, let me backtrack a little bit to the Universal. So I used to do Universal Studio.
Pause just a second. I know we stopped at the store, but I do got my co-host on here. Michelle, before we go into it, do you have any questions you want to ask Angelo real quick before we go back to the story? This story is so good, I might even ask no questions.
I know. I'm taking in the backstory right now. Now, I did have a question about the different events and stuff that he hosts. You know, like where do you get the concept for, you know, the different events and stuff that you host? You know, how do you come up with it? But man, your backstory is amazing. It resonates so much. You know, everything from the lack of confidence in your I don't say the lack of confidence in your gift, but when it comes to showcasing your gift to a crowd of strangers, that part resonates for me so much. I mean, I love it. Your story is very inspirational. It's very encouraging. I'm intrigued. I'm like glued, like.
Right. Just a funny thing, Andrew, real quick, before you get into it, I'm gonna let you, because I can get talking, but I gotta say this real quick. I know Michelle is inspired, because what you don't know is that we was at the event, What a Message You was DJing. Me and my wife pulled up, and Michelle was there. And she was there. Yeah, she was there. And she was in the whole vibe with her drink and just vibing to your music and this and that and that, having a good.
Yeah, I had the water gun with the light on the end, with the tip. What? It was so much fun. It was a whole vibe. I love it. That's why I'm like, where do you come up with the concept for these events and stuff? Because they be so lit and so much fun.
I can't take the credit for that.
Felicia said, tell him again.
Yeah, Team Rum and Jerk. Shout out to my boy, DJ Nate.
Yes.
DJ, I met him at an event I was not supposed to be to. And I got a call. I was like, hey, Nate is not here to play. Can you come and play until he get here? And I was around the corner. I turned around, I went and showed up, and I was playing. And he heard me playing some R&B music. He was like, bro, can you come to Medusa next Friday? And I was like, yeah. So when I went to Medusa and played, he wasn't there. And Miss Felicia was there. And she was like, well, Nate on the way. He had to go DJ at Jamrock. And I was like, okay. So I didn't know, like, Miss Felicia was the security, and she was one of the judges for me playing at it. And she was like, oh yeah, Nate, you need to have him all the time. So it was like, I knew I was doing Stress Free with City Pimp, and shout out to my boy City Pimp. Like, I met T-Horne at Stress Free with City Pimp. Yeah, City Pimp, he pulled a lot out of me that I didn't know that I had. Like, some things, like, I was afraid to do, he made me do it on the he's like, bro, all right, just do this. All right, bro, this. And it's like, you sure, bro? Like, that can work? And like, trust me, bro. And like he would always like tell me like, bro, you got the voice, you got the energy, like you could do it. So he encouraged me a lot to do like to be more comfortable on the mic. So you know, I gotta say shout out to my boy City Pimp, you know, for that. But yeah, those events, those are all Nate and the team. Like we got an event coming up. It's called After Dark. It's Jurassic Park.
Ooh,
So,
all right.
So
I love it.
I need y'all to team up when do something with the paint party experience. Maybe we can do like a what a mess paint party or something like that.
Well,
I bring my canvases and all that stuff, and we make it a big thing. Let's partner up, do something.
Well, you know, Nate's name is Mr. What a Mess. So, you know,
and I'm Mr. Paint Party, so let's go.
Let's make it happen. But you know, on this journey, you know, with DJing, like I just never thought like I would have really like been where I'm at. And then a lot of people started calling. I was getting more calls, and I really didn't like, you know, when you step into the world of unknown. So it's like you know people, but you really don't know if you can trust them. You know, so I dealt with a lot of that. Yeah, I dealt with a lot of that, you know, and a lot of people that I dealt with, like actually got to test them and see them for who they was, you know, and it was kind of like, okay, I need to make a choice. Am I going to continue to deal with this person, not knowing if I can trust them? Or I'm going to again deal with these people who I can trust.
Right.
You know? So that's kind of like how I ended up with Nate. You know, Stylish. I've known him for a very, very long time, and he always knew that I always played music, and he was like, bro, I just never thought you was always serious about DJing. I wasn't you not a DJ. He's like, but you know, you really good at it, you know. But shout out to my boy Stylish. He just laid back, cool now. He, you know, just Stylish.
If I get Nate, Stylish, and City Pimp probably on here too to tell their stories and stuff, because I done been to their events and heard all of them. Like to me, plus the DJ Whistler, to me, y'all top 5 to me. Angelo, City Pimp, Stylish, Nate, top 5. I'm telling you right now.
Literally.
Right.
I've heard it from different people. They said they call us the 4 horsemen of Jacksonville. Like any city who want to try, who want to pull up, they said they would put us against every DJ in the city, us 4.
Wow.
So, you know, I like it. And that's what they say. Me, on the other hand, I'd be feeling like, oh no. No,
you gotta kill that, bro. We talked about that earlier. You gotta build that confidence up. I'm gonna tell you this, honestly speaking, half the events I go out to, and my wife can really back me up. If I don't see you, City Pimp, Nate, Stylish, or Whistler on the flyer, I ain't going.
Yeah, real talk.
On it for me to come to the event.
Yeah,
that's real.
I appreciate it, bro. That means so much, bro. Like, you know, because sometimes it feels like as a DJ, like sometimes it feel like, you know, you want to reach more people. You actually want people to see that you could actually still go and have fun and have a good time without any problems. You know, you could go to some clean fun. You know, and that's the kind of we try to create. So, you know, whenever I'm out there DJing, whether it's at the Real Thing, whether it's at Jam Rock, whether it's at Rum and Jerk, whether it's at Wolf Mask, whether Nate snatched me up and take me to Orlando, or wherever we at a carnival, like wherever it is, like I'm all about having fun. They, you know, Felicia, they all be telling me like you a whole character. Like when you playing music, it's like to know you is to know you, but people would think that when you out there DJing, like this is who you is because you make it look so natural and
easy.
And for me, in my head, I'd be like, every party I do, when I'm done, I ask Alicia Rose, how did I do? And she's like, boy, bye, shut up.
You know, I love it.
Yeah, she's like, boy, bye, shut up. She's like, you all did good. But, you know, I guess that comes from, people say that being in a humble place. So, you know, in my head, I don't think I'm as good as people think that I am. So I still strive for more. I still strive to be better. Like, you know, I'm not a DJ to try to outshine another DJ on no platform. Like, I fit in wherever I fit in. You know, I'm gonna fit in, and wherever I'm at in the party, I'm gonna play and I'm gonna do me. And once I'm done, you know, but I won't step on another DJ.
I shut you out, bro. Say you fire. You fire.
Real talk. Tell him, Cassandra. Tell him.
Yeah, so if y'all really want to see, you know, come and have the whole experience, this Sunday, we having rum and jerk at 1611 Church Street in the backyard. It was in the front yard this Sunday. This is the Cinco de Mayo edition. Myself, along with the team, we're also bringing Super Pudgy from Orlando. And oh my God, what's the Latin DJ? His name will come back to me. This Sunday will be rum and jerk. You know, so you guys want to, you know, experience what T-Horne experiences when it come out. I'll be at Rum and Jerk. And also this Friday, I'll be downtown at the Real Thing. I'll be at the Real Thing outside in the streets, myself along with DJ Angelo. So, you know, if y'all want to come up, bring your lounge chair, ladies. I know y'all like to have them fans. Put on them cowboy boots, cowgirl boots. Yeah, because from 6 to 12, they be asking the same question: where them fans at?
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, Angelo, we got like I say a good 15 minutes left. So let's continue your story so we can get more into it. So we stopped at Sister Lou. Is that right? Her name, Sister Lou?
Yeah.
Okay. Bob Marley, Universal Studios. 200 people ain't stop you from drumming. So let's continue from there.
Yeah, so you know, like being a drummer, like for me I've always, my music teacher, he didn't believe in me. He always felt like I was being arrogant about music, and I was really just being me, like. And for a while, he always used to be like, "Oh, you're not a team player. You know, you like you all for you." And from in my head, I was processing, why should I have to show other people what I had to spend time learning on my own?
Yeah.
So, you know, that was my theory on how he felt versus what he was thinking at the time. And so, you know, it kind of became a bitter relationship, you know, but after I graduated, you know, we cool, like, you know, go back home and we talk. But in Bob Marley, you know, becoming a drummer, that it always was like first, like breathing out. You know, and when I got the opportunity to play at Bob Marley, I was going down there every weekend. Around the time, City Pimp had just moved to Jacksonville. And so I gave up Friday nights in the streets, and he started doing it with DJ Angelo. And I've had the opportunity to play drums for Coffee, videos on my IG page. She was passing through at Bob Marley. Monty Marley, one of the Marley brothers.
Hey, you said Coffee, the toast, huh? Coffee. Oh, she dope.
Yeah, if you go to my IG page, you'll see a video with me and Bob Marley. Yeah, it was.
Got you.
Yeah, so you know, I like the exposure. You know, I got a lot of it down there in Orlando. You know, and then I decided just to give it up. You know, the drive, the weekend. You know, it's just putting a lot of wear and tear on my body. So when I came, you know, decided that I wanted to be home. City Pimp was doing Stress Free, and we're doing Stress Free with him. You know, and then Stress Free was like, you know, I met a lot of people, and then you know, just week after week after week. You know, I met you, T-Horne, you know, you and your wife, and like just recently I went to Stress Free, and a lot of people that was like, man, we miss you so much. You know, we call you Mr. Stress Free, you know, because you know you brought a vibe. You and City Pimp, y'all brought a vibe and energy at Stress Free. You know, a shout out to Fox. You know, Fox, Mr. Stress Free himself.
Yeah,
you know,
Fox is that dude, for real.
Oh yeah.
And shout out real quick. If you want to go Stress Free, I'm telling you, that rum and punch that Fox be having, it's gonna put you on your butt. You better be ready for it.
You can have a story the next day.
Right. So yeah, check out Fox Graphics on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, you can have. Yeah, you can have a show. You can have a story the next day. Don't eat no pineapples.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't eat the fruit at the bottom of the drink, because you're like, what drink? That fruit.
That would be me.
Shouts out to Catherine White Hubbard for watching. Thank you for watching. Also, shout out to Rosemary. I ain't gonna even try to chop up that name. Korea Kodos. Hey Rosemary. Hey, that's all I'm gonna say.
So, let me pronounce it for you. Rosemary Carrera Cardoso.
Okay, that what he said. Hey.
Yeah, but you know, fast forward to me being mad right now. I've got some encounters, you know, with a lot of local DJs. You know, Jacksonville is a hard city in terms of, you know, when they don't know you, like they just won't let you in. You know, and yeah, so I've had to deal with a lot of that, you know, and I thank God, like, you know, I met Nate, you know, I knew Stylish, like, you know, I knew Barbara, you know, these were some of the people that believed in me. Like, I remember at one point I used to go at Walla. Walla has a restaurant.
Good place.
Right. Yeah, I went to Balla and I was like, Balla, you know, I wanna play music. Like, is it okay if I just come here and play music? Like, we no money. And he like, yeah, man, you're good, man. Whenever you want to come play, man, you can't come play, man.
You sound just like him. That's just how you sound. That was so on point. That was good.
Yeah, bro. So Balla was like one of them people, you know. Yeah, he's like, yeah, man, you're good, man.
Just like her, bro. You sound just like him.
Play, man. You don't worry about that. Yeah, shout out to Balla. I used to go to this restaurant and play like on Friday nights because I had nothing to do. And
hey, Sonya, I had a shout out. Hey, Sonya, Bennett, thank you for watching. Appreciate you.
Yeah, and he was one of the people who allowed me to, you know, just to exploit my talent, you know, and then eventually, you know, as people, you know, I get out more, people see me more, you know, Mix Master Prince, you know, when I first started, he always used to be like, yo, Angelo, y'all gonna be bad, you know, you and City.
Michelle, it's funny because I've met these guys like one by one. I shook their hand and everything, heard them talk, like, and he's like hitting them so on point.
I know you killing them impersonations. I'm sorry.
You better hope they don't watch this. They'll be mad with you, my boy. I'm sorry. Continue your story, sir. Go ahead. You just doing impersonations so good.
You know, I met like you know, Prince is one of the people who like got jumper cables on my back. Like, yeah, bro, you can be great. You know, like Walla was like, yeah, man, anytime. You know, so you know, yeah, it's like, bro, you want to be part of the team. And then I remember my first invite to Rum and Jerk, and when I saw the crowd there, I was like, whoa. Like, yeah, this is intense, you know, and you know, of course, you know, everything was a test. You know, everybody, you know, see who could do it, who can't fit in, you know, who can't fit in, you know. But I really wish, and I hope, like, this reach a lot of local DJs, especially the older ones. Like, y'all made the way. you know, and y'all made the way entity. You know, I really wish that y'all would embrace the young and upcoming DJs, you know, allow them to share some of the platforms that you share, you know, and it would be so much better because, you know, had I not met these people that I'm constantly, you know, shouting out, like, I don't even think I would have been where I at right now, you know, you know, so I just want to like encourage some of the older DJs, the senior ones, like, if you know a young DJ out there, a young musician, anybody, like, give them a chance, allow them to actually, you know, exploit their talent, see what they could do. You know, you being a senior DJ, it will make you look better.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, hopefully, you know.
We got 5 minutes.
Let's go
into the podcast. Is there anything else you want to put out there? Talk about events, anything you want to say to DJs coming up, anything you want to say that you feel like you need to put out there for the podcast is over?
Well, I just want to encourage anybody out there who believe in themselves or who doubt in themselves. It ain't got to be music. It could be anything. Like, I'm going to tell y'all something that's going to be a whole, like, brain twister. I'm a roofing contractor and I remodel homes. You see this man cave that I'm in?
Well, hold up, pause. Because you made a whole business connect. You know, Michelle do rooming houses and stuff and everything.
Listen,
you got a whole connect, it's a business connect right there.
You see this man?
Put that contact information in the chat.
This is my man cave. This used to be my screening patio, my lanai on my house, and I decided to convert it into my man cave.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so like I remodel homes and I do roofing. That's what I do. That's how I take care of my kids. That's how I take care of my family. But music is a God-given gift to me, and I want to encourage anybody, whatever it is that you believe that you can do, believe in yourself first. Don't doubt yourself, and don't wait for approval from others. If you feel like you want to start a detailing business or whatever kind of business you want to start, like start, go online, ask and type, hey, you know, I'm trying to do this. I want to do this. Like, what do I need to do? You know, first, believe in yourself. You know, believe in yourself most importantly, because I was a doubt of myself. And because I lacked the knowledge at the time and I didn't have the resources, you know, I kind of like had to go around the track a few more times, you know, but I believe we live in a time right now where technology is right at our fingertips. Anything that we want to know, anything that we need, like all you gotta do is ask questions. So I just want to encourage some people out there to believe in yourself. Well, I don't care what it is. Ladies, if y'all want to be a hairstylist, y'all know 3, 4, 5 beauty shops or whatever it is y'all want to do, like believe in yourself. Believe in your craft. Like, who want blog, who want DJ, who want do whatever it is, believe in yourself.
That's good stuff. That's really good. Well, man, I'm actually happy I had you on the show, man, because, like, first of all, I ain't have to talk that much, you know what I'm saying, like usual. But at the same time, man, you know, I wanted to promote you. I wanted to get people to see you and know what you're about, but I did not expect to get that inspirational, motivational story from coming from a place where, you know, teachers didn't believe in you, you didn't have it, you know what I'm saying? You had this natural talent inside you that, you know, was birthed with so many people believe in you and so many people, you know, putting their how you say their efforts into you, and it blossomed into something great, man. It really did, and I'm glad that, you know, I had you on the podcast, and I'm glad just I got to know you. You know what I'm saying? I you know, I'm gonna be at all as many events I could be at, and everything. I'm gonna support you. Period. From this day on, you already know, man. So I'm happy to have you on here. I'm happy you inspire people. And I'm happy so that we can get some publicity for you and get some events going for you and everything like that. So it's good stuff. Good stuff. Michelle, you got anything you want to say to the man? Because I mean, I didn't know we were gonna have a whole business connect. Because I know for a fact you need somebody to do some materials.
You know me. As soon as I hear anybody say anything about roofing or home remodel, contract or whatever, those are key words for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I have multiple properties and I'm always doing something. So anytime I can, bring somebody in to help me, with some major remodel stuff going on, then I try to take that opportunity.
Well, I love it. Like, no project too big, too small. Like, you name it, you dream it, I can make it happen for you.
Drop the contact information in the chat. I'm like so serious.
And that's a good thing too, because now people who hit you up for like DJ and stuff who watch this podcast will know you do that too. So it might be a double, you know what I'm saying, double-edged sword.
Exactly.
And your business, you know what I'm saying? So
that's good.
Sure. That's good stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and end the podcast out. We got a couple of seconds left and everything. Next week, I'm trying to get somebody special on here. I've been trying to get. I got lined up. I need to take a break from the DJ. I can have two DJs back to back. I do want to get Stylish and Nate and Whistler and City Pimp on here. I do, but I gotta branch out a little bit. I'm thinking out. I got William Oliver from That Pressure. You know what I'm saying? I got the personal trainer Brandon Warren. I got this young, talented upcoming rapper named Peso Rockout. You know what I'm saying? I got Jacksonville got a lot of talent, a lot of opportunity, a lot of people doing great things. So I'm trying to highlight some people that people need to see. So I can't say who is going to be next week. There's going to be somebody powerful, somebody impactful, somebody making a big impact and a big difference in the community and stuff like that and everything. So, but tonight was about you, Angelo, and you did great, brother. You did great.
Appreciate y'all having me, Miss She Green. I was She Green. Like, what? She Green?
Yeah, you said She Green. I said, no, that's a name. She Green.
I get that all the time.
I appreciate that. This definitely was a great opportunity. I hope it reach a whole lot of people. But listen, Friday night, Ms. Green, I want to see you in the street.
Come out Fridays.
I'll be there.
Yeah. You already know your guys are gonna be there.
I already know. And Sunday, Cinco de Mayo at Rum and Jerk. So, it's like, people, if y'all want to see me, this is why I will be live action this Friday, and also Jamrock Fever Friday.
I mean, since we got you on the podcast, though, can we get like some free tickets or something? You know what I'm saying?
No.
I'm gonna let you and the team talk about that. If I got you on the podcast, Stylish, Nate, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's all about the support.
Make it happen.
I will talk to the team about you and Cassandra on Sunday.
All right. You said no, Michelle. You missed out on your blessing.
And no, because I'm all about support, and I'm gonna pay.
I'll talk.
I ain't got much money as you. I'm supporting too. I ain't got much money as you.
Don't be messy.
All right, y'all. But for real though, we gotta wrap it up.
Yes, Sunday, I got you, bro.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it. Cassandra, you heard that right, Cassandra? You said Sunday you got it. You got a Sunday, Cassandra. Remember that. Now my wife, she gonna hold you to it for real. I'm playing. All right, but this is a big conversation with T-Horne Da Uncool. Once again, shout out to DJ Angelo for being a great guest on the show. Shout out to my co-host, Miss She Green, who's always great every time. And next week we're gonna have something special for y'all. We ain't gonna hold nobody up no more. I really enjoyed this show, and we're gonna wrap this up. Y'all know how we do it. I'm T-Horne Da Uncool, and y'all remember, be blessed and be uncool. We out, man.
All right,
Don't judge me until you know me. Don't underestimate me until you challenge me. And don't talk about me until you talk to me. Or better yet, mind your business and stop minding mine. Yeah, I'm the topic of conversation. Circles talk about me. Yeah, I'm in rotation. I'm the one they talking, then they gossip about. Now it's so hard for them to keep my name out their mouth. Oh, I'm the topic of conversation. Circles talk about me. Yeah, I'm in rotation. I'm the one they talking, then they gossip about. Now it's so hard for them to keep my name out their mouth. Oh, my name coming out must taste good if you keep it in your mouth. Got something must for you if you go down south. I'm just playing. What the heck you talking about, huh? Why you worry about who I wanna date, huh? Why on the main course on your plate, huh? Why everything concerning me gotta turn to be argument or debate, huh? Is he a Christian religion? Has he forsaken? He just was dating her. How many women he dating? Had another kid? That nigga don't know when to stop. I heard he smoking, getting high. Boy, that fell from the top. See what I learned. This your concern. It's all about me. Y'all gossiping made me look at y'all like female dogs in heat. But let's make something concrete. I'm seasoned, yes indeed. Y'all must like the recipe, cause y'all all on my meat. Yeah, I'm the topic of conversation. Circles talk about me. Yeah, I'm in rotation. I'm the one they talking, then they gossip about. Now it's so hard for them to keep my name out their mouth. Oh, I'm the topic of conversation. Circles talk about me. Yeah, I'm in rotation. I'm the one they talking, then they gossip about. Now it's so hard for them to keep my name out their mouth. Oh, haters try to diss me, they love me, but they dismiss me. Play hard, but acting sissy. They lies be so convincing, and exes get jealous quickly. They won't admit that they miss me. They hate that I moved on, so use my children against me just to keep up the top. People peep on my wall, just to keep tabs of my flaws, just to keep me afar. Doing everything they ask me, but that ain't enough. I'm on everybody's tongue, and everybody on my jump. His rap career won't take off. That nigga ain't hard, he really soft. Try to see his page, but I'm blocked. He was living for Jesus, then he stopped. Can't get girls just to knock him off. He lies, the truth ain't what he taught. I be so close to popping off, but then I realize I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm the topic of conversation. Circles talk about me. Yeah, I'm in rotation. I'm the one they talking, then they gossip about. Now it's so hard for them to keep my name out their mouth. Oh, I'm the topic of conversation. Circles talk about me. Yeah, I'm in rotation. I'm the one they talking, then they gossip about. Now it's so hard for them to keep my name out their mouth. Oh, my whole life I lived it based off of other people's opinions. They judge what I do, what I say, how I think, and I judge my whole life based off their interpretations. But now I got to the point where I realize my life is my own, and I'm the only one that can live it. So, if you got an opinion, keep it to yourself. I'ma live how I see fit. I'm the topic of conversations. Yeah, I'm in rotation. Gossip about, keep my name out their mouth. Oh.